Is this dangerous to have all your printers on a single power strip? The correct answer is going to take a little bit of math, so let's figure that out. So first let's figure out how much draw the printers actually have. According to Bambu's own website, you can see that for 110 volts, the Bambu P1S draws 350 watts of power. AMS Lite uses a little bit more. So let's assume 350 watts of power at max load for each printer on the circuit. I've got 120 volts at the panel, and we'll times that by 20 amps, which is my circuit breaker. That gives us 2400 watts of available power. I'm not an electrician, but they say that you should only use about 80% of the total load capacity on any given circuit, which means that for my circuit, I am looking at 1,920 watts of available juice. So we just agreed that each one of these takes 350 watts to run. So let's divide that by 350, and we're looking at about 5.5 of these printers to safely run on a given circuit. Now for me, in my case, I've already got 4, and I'm potentially looking to push it up to 6. The last thing to understand about your printers is that 350 watts is at the beginning of the print when it's doing nozzle preheating, extruding, and also bed temp heating. Once it's at level and starts the print, the power draw actually drops down. And from the research that I've done, I have seen that it kind of averages out at about 100 watts. Now, don't take my word for it, but that's a rough estimate. For me, I am planning on maybe adding 1 additional printer that will put it to 5 on my 20 amp circuit. That will leave me kind of in the safe zone. And the last thing you can do to really make sure that you're never pushing the boundaries is to stagger your prints. If you just make sure that you stagger the prints and don't start them all at the exact same time, they'll never be at that same peak power draw at the same time, which will then potentially trip your circuit breaker. If that's just a bunch of gibberish to you and you still want a little context, about 3 to 4 of the Bambu P1Ss at max power draw is about the same as a microwave you have over your stove. I hope that cleared things up for some people. The math is pretty easy, but to be safe, if you're running only like 2 or 3 printers on a given circuit, then you probably won't have any problems. Just don't put it on the same circuit as a microwave.